Today I'm going to show you how I installed this steering wheel cover. This is the bag everything comes in. We have the instructions that show you how to do the thread pattern, some double-sided tape to stick the leather onto the wheel, 2 sets of thread with 2 needles. I went for the dark red thread to match the existing thread in the interior, a plastic trim tool which is used to fold the leather into the steering wheel trim. Lastly, we have the steering wheel leather itself, which I'll just open up to show you. The one that I went for was the soft leather on the top and bottom, and then the perforated leather on the sides. It also has the same colour stitching on the material. I also have a pair of scissors to cut the thread. This doesn't come in the kit. Now I'll head inside the car to begin the installation. This won't really be an instruction video as the company has their own video for this, so it will mainly be about sharing my experience with this product, so I'm hoping you'll enjoy it. Here is the standard wheel, and the reason why I wanted to fit this cover was to add a bit more thickness to the wheel, as I find the standard wheel slightly too thin. I've also just wanted to give the steering wheel cover a try, as it looks like an interesting product. The first step in the instructions is to stick some double-sided tape along the inside of the cover. It said not to put any tape on these edge bits as they will be folded in. Next, I stuck the wheel cover on using the double-sided tape. I had to make sure the cover was aligned properly so that the thread line matched up with the existing wheel. I finished stitching the bottom half of the cover, and I also tucked in this bottom part at the front and back. I still have the top bit to do, but I decided to continue it the next day. Meanwhile, I had a bit of trouble with the left side where we've got a different style of leather meeting up. The front part wasn't quite lining up, so I had to start again and make sure it was all lined up. The right side was fine and was done in one go. It's the next day, and a couple more hours later I finally finished installing the steering wheel cover. There were a couple of bits that were not so perfect, such as this small gap here, and I also messed up along this top section here where I pulled it a bit too tight and snapped the thread, which meant I had to spend a bit of time repairing it. Also, the cover wouldn't stretch all the way, as you can see there is a bit of a gap here, but you can't really notice it when the wheel is straight. Overall, I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. As this was the first time I've ever done something like this, I knew it was going to be challenging, but I'm glad I tried it out, and I think if I was to do this again, I would probably not use the double-sided tape, as that could have been the reason why the cover wouldn't stretch all the way, which resulted in snapping the thread. I think I'll keep the cover on for a little while just to experience how it feels, but I would definitely like to give it another try in the future, as I think I'll be able to do a better job. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could give it a like, that would be great, and I'll see you soon.